Hello. We're back in the garage. It's cold. And today we're going to do some bike maintenance. Let's do some work. So I haven't ridden this since I broke my collarbone, and so it's kind of been needing some maintenance, some cleaning, and today I'm going to do that. After the nice old bar end mark I had on my leg, probably should get new bar ends. But right now I'm just going to wipe it down because I actually discourage against washing your bike all the time, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, first we're going to clean it up, get most of the mud off, and then we're going to lubricate everything. There's some maintenance that needs to be done, like braking stuff. We'll probably need new pads, new bleed. But I'm going to wait until spring to do that. Basically, I'm going to get the bike set up to be stored for the winter. And then after we do this, we're going to start doing some basic stuff for the BMX, because I do need to do some stuff for that. All right, so it looks a lot better. One thing to remember is it's really easy to maintain your bike, and that didn't take very long. I mean, there are some things that still need to be done. I need to fill up the tires with air, just so like when they leak, they don't de-bead, because that one has a tear in the tape, which I'll need to fix before the season. But I might get a new, oh my god, I might get a new rear, or throw that on the rear and get a new front. So I'm gonna wait on that. One thing that people overlook is drivetrain health. So you definitely want to clean it. I didn't do too great of a job cleaning it, but it wasn't that dirty. And then make sure to lubricate it afterwards. This is pretty good. I think it's pretty cheap. So go to your local bike shop and get some of that. The bike didn't take a whole lot of damage in the crash. These were already pretty beat up because I swapped them for my BMX bike. This was already broken. I think I scratched up my new derailleur. There's a lot of stuff on it. And that's basically it. So it fared pretty well. Wait, back to the lubricating. So you also want to make sure you take care of your suspension components. So my reverb isn't acting right, so I'm gonna start by, it's pretty clean, but I'm gonna lubricate it, and then I'm gonna just add some suspension spray to stanchions and everything, and make sure you don't get that on your brakes because you won't stop. So yeah, you just have, I think it's finish line as well. Yep, this stuff, and it works well, and it keeps your suspension running pretty smooth. So I'm gonna spray some of that on. I definitely think my dropper needs a bleed. Out in the woods where I actually own this land, so anybody that's gonna get butthurt if I'm trespassing, I'm actually not. I'm on my own land currently. I hate that I have to say that, it's ridiculous, but anywho, decided to change up the scenery a little bit to talk about some maintenance. on your bicycles and why I don't wash my bikes with water like a normal person would. When I first got my Fuse, I cleaned it quite often, sprayed it with the hose a lot, and I ended up, even though it was a lower end bike, ended up running into a lot of rust issues, a lot of issues that were based off of my amount of washing and probably it not properly drying or me probably not lubricating. But it kind of started me with when I got my Spitfire a year or so after. I would just wipe it down or use some Simple Green on a rag and get the dirt off of the frame after the mud dried. Now, some of you who are really worried about your paint, you might not like that, but it has made it so my components do not go bad. I know a lot of people have made videos talking about like bike wash stations, why you don't use a pressure washer. You blow dirt into your bearings, so on your bottom bracket, on your headset. Now I am on my second headset because I'm on a different frame now, but the bottom bracket is the same. That has been on one other frame before, and it feels great. I'm on the same chain. It's not rusty, you know. A lot of this stuff might come down to proper maintenance without washing. And now I think that this next season I will buy some of maybe like what's it called, Petey's products or Muck Off spray bottle, like detergent for your frame. I might do that, but I also may not, because the way I'm doing it, it works. My bike looks fine. The reason I'm making a video about bike maintenance, it might seem a little like rushed or forced. I am trying to get my upload schedule calibrated, and I'm going to try to do 2 videos a week now. So one video will go up on Sunday, and I think I'm going to try to make that like a vlog of the whole week. That way it's a solid video full of content. And then a video I think I'm aiming for it to go up on a Wednesday would be something that I film specifically. So like a snowboarding video, or I don't know, something like this. So I just kind of hope that is understood by you guys and it's not like too confusing. So yeah, continuing on with the bike maintenance. If you maintain your bike, it will last so much longer, and so will the components. The components will last longer. So making sure you torque check things. I don't have a torque wrench, but just you can tell if something's going to be snapped off or if it's too loose, right? So just make sure to go do bolt checks. Make sure your chain's not rusty. Make sure you don't have like pins on your chain that are like got popped out a little bit. Make sure you tighten those up if they are. Just check over your bike. That's a big thing. And cleaning your bike, that's kind of like how you figure out like if you have a problem. That's how I learned that I cracked the Spitfire. I was actually cleaning my bike and I looked at it and I was like, that's not good. I mean, it very well might not have cracked it at Wyndham that day, but I think I did. So it just goes into that. A little bit of a talky section for you, but here's some future plans for the channel that I have come up with. So it's 9 weeks since I broke my collarbone today. So that's crazy. But I think Christmas Eve will be like 11 weeks and 5 days or 6 days. So we are probably going to go snowboarding for the first time this season, which will be rad. I really hope we get some snow here first, because I know the mountains can make snow because it's cold enough, and I think lake effect is kind of coming through, but we don't have any snow yet, and I hope we get some so that I can kind of get calibrated with my edges and stuff so I don't feel like a total doofus on the mountain. The winters aren't that snowy or icy or even that cold, so I'm going to start focusing more, I think, on BMX. I know I said I was going to do BMX last year, and just I got caught up in mountain biking and everything, and I just want to take some time off mountain biking and ride some BMX, get better with that, because I have a bike. I have a really nice bike, and I have a car now, and I can drive, so we can go to skate parks and just kind of get some more experience out on other bikes, doing other things. I have a whole lot of stuff I need to do to my BMX, but I might as well bring you guys along and just show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it a little bit more street friendly again, and realistically, I don't know what else I'm going to do. So yeah, trying to get the channel out there a little bit more. So if you're you're staying through this and you didn't skip ahead to like the BMX part. I appreciate you, first of all, and if you aren't subscribed, please do that. All right, so we've got a few things to do with this. So I want to fix this. This has had permanent throttle grip since I crashed it. And I think we're going to put the plastic pedals back on, because I got these because I thought I was going to ride dirt jumps, but I'm not. So let's do those things right now. All right, so one thing I actually didn't take into account is the fact that I grind on this side. So this pedal is really hard to break loose. So I think it's probably good that I'm switching back to the actual like plastic pedals. Because, yeah, so if you've never taken pedals off before, I think I'm winding it in. You can just do this little thing. They're reverse threaded. And then you get your pedal. Pedals on. If you are going to change your pedals on any bike, make sure to grease the spindles, because you do not. Why do I keep doing that? You don't want them to be stuck or rust or anything and ruin your cranks or whatever. So yes, do that. These are pretty thrashed from clay, so I'm sure they'll get cleaned off from my shoes though. I do need to fill these up tires a little bit too. All right, so I don't think I'm gonna get these to stick very well. So what I'm going to do is go with the unfortunate way that Brandon Beacon does it, where you get some spray paint and you put it on there and then it locks the grip to the bar. So I'm just gonna do that because I think I'm gonna get a new set of bars eventually, or cut, or get new grips, or all of the above. So I'm not too worried about it, but these things are kind of already torn up, so I might as well just do that. All right, now we wait. I'm just gonna hold it here for a bit. Let it tack up. Well, that's about it. Bike is basically back together. It still has some throttle grip in here, but that could require some drying time. And I'll update it in the next video, probably. But yeah, that is how you maintain your bicycles. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you for watching, and yeah, happy Sunday. Bye.